Hey, welcome back to After the Episode, brought to you by Line Cutters, the adjustable ring that cuts fishing line.
You ready? Finish? No, I'm not. But ready? Okay.
Hey! Welcome back to Line Cutters. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get my ponytail right. You won't let me get it right.
I'm rolling. I'm not.
Don't.
No, I'm rolling. Yeah. Hey, welcome back to Line Cutters After the Episode. We might have Teresa with us here today. She can get her act together. All right, well, we have a special episode this week. We went offshore. We went BTB with
David and Brian.
Well, Brian C's, our local buddy. Brian C's went with us, but we were guiding David from Colorado.
Yeah.
And we were trolling BTB because we had a good day. We started off in the Sound, and the Sound was not popping off. It just was.
Start off in the Sound that day.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
that
was the day before. The day before, we had fished with David from Colorado in the Sound, and it just was a bad day. So I said, "Look, man, just come with us tomorrow. We're planning to go BTB tomorrow. Would you like to do that?" "Oh yeah, well, just come on. Let's just go." So we took him BTB unplanned. He wanted to fish the Sound, so it was just slick calm. We took him out. I did my standard rigs where I'm trolling. I made him a stinger rig with a number 4 VMC 4X treble hook. I'm going to do a separate video on how to make a stinger rig that just standard issue. Sometimes I just tie on a 7/0 circle hook, like that. Just a stout one, or even some of these, I'm not picky, 6, 7/0, whatever circle. And I'll show you later on another video, but we started trolling. It was pretty amazing. We caught a lot of bait right at first, right, Teresa?
Yes.
There was a lot of bait and hardtails.
Skipjack, big one. It didn't even look like a skipjack. It was so fat.
No, it was. It was a big, chunky skipjack. It's one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. It wasn't even jumping. It was so fat. Yeah. But we caught a lot of bait. We ended up catching some small jacks or small hardtails. They looked like baby jacks, really.
We were catching hardtails and cigar minnows. Brian caught a bunch of cigar minnows.
Right.
And then you and I caught a few hardtails. Your hardtails were smaller, though.
So the BTB is kicking in because in the fall here, when the temperature drops, out of the 90s into the 80s, you get this run of ballyhoo, and it really kicks off this migration thing. It's just amazing. We're kind of at the very beginning of that. As soon as we dropped our lines and started trolling, I got to run. David got to run. At the same time, we were double hooked up, as you saw in the video, and I kind of had a sneaking suspicion it might be Jack Crevalle because they travel in such big schools, and it's odd to get 2 big runs at the same time.
There were actually 5 hookups within 10 or 15 minutes because
right.
Y'all hooked up, you hooked up, he hooked up, Brian hooked up a few minutes after that, and then 2 fellas hooked up too. They got their fish in before Brian. I was able to film them, and then so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think a couple more were caught out there too.
Right.
So 5 hookups, 4 landed.
A key to how we troll. I want to show y'all this 7-strand uncoated wire, 27-pound test. This stuff is super, super light, and look how twisty and flexible. It's almost like mono, and it's so hair-like, right? It has less visibility than like single strand piano wire, and it has more flexibility, right? You can actually tie it like mono, and I'm gonna do another video. So I basically put a treble hook, and then I put another one like right here, depending on the size of the bait, and then I tie it to and I give it, like 2 feet, and then I tie that to like 60-pound mono or fluoro, and then I give that like 4 feet, and then I tie that to the braid. And that's pretty much it. And if I'm really lazy, I just tie a circle hook on to some like 60 or 80-pound mono, and I just troll that, because the stuff with the big eyes, you start talking about sailfish and tarpon and stuff, fluorocarbon is the way to go, not the steel. But the steel, that real fine 27-pound steel, really gives you an advantage because you can kind of troll it for everything. You're taking a shot at everything because it's so small. They call these an hour jacks for a reason. Yeah.
Brian probably fought his for 30 to 45 minutes, and you guys were 45 minutes to an hour. Easily.
Yeah, it was a good 40, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. It was a little longer than I'd like it to be.
They're beautiful fish, though.
Because of braid, we're able to downsize. But sometimes I wonder if it's a good idea. I think it's better to stay maybe toward 30 to 40-pound test, and to actually put the screws to them a little bit so you don't wear them out so much. You kind of fight them, get it over with, get them back in the water.
Can you move your your chair?
Yes, I can. So I don't want to go too light. I like to stay around 30, 40 pound test braid. Fight them for, 20 minutes instead of 40 minutes, let's say. And get them in and get them released and get back to fishing.
That was all we caught, though, that day. So.
Yeah, the only thing around was a lot of jacks that day, but it makes for a lot of fun. Jacks on the flats are amazing.
They're one of my favorite fish. I like catching jacks.
Jack crevalle are definitely top 3 game fish. They're beautiful, they're pelagic, they're fast, they're bullheaded, they're strong, they'll hit anything. A jack on the flats is just an amazing experience. They just come barreling down the flat. It looks like dolphins coming at you. Bait spraying everywhere. They're like wolves just prowling through the forest, just chasing everything in their path. I was using a Penn Battle 2 6000 as my main trolling rod. David from Colorado had like a stout bass rod with a low profile reel. And Teresa, what was your main rod?
That day?
Of course, we were using, all my standard stuff, my line cutters.
Probably that Penn Battle 2 combo or...
Penn Battle 2? Yeah, you probably had a 5000.
I had pins with me because I didn't have the red stick like I used.
Our general fallback meat and potatoes for BTB is Penn Battle 2 combos. 5,000 or 6,000. That's it. That catches everything. You can still pitch them. You can vertical jig them. You can troll them. They just kind of do it all. And they're a good price. They're like the $150 mark. It's not a light rig. It's not something you want to throw on the flats all day. No. But for BTB, they're tough. And okay, well, that's pretty much all I got. You got anything to add to that?
You made a mess.
Show them what happened.
It's all tangled up.
Oh, and it's so fine. Hey, but guys, thanks a lot for watching the show. Thanks a lot for tuning in after the episode. Make sure you comment below, ask questions away, and I'll answer. I might even do a video here soon of comments and questions. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Line Cutters after the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you every Thursday morning at 7 a.m. for the 30 Mile Out episodes and every Friday for after the episode. And lots of tips in between. Tips with Ty.
Maybe by next Thursday I'll have this single strand all cleaned up.
Later.
Bye, guys.